Yo. Good morning, good evening. Okay, so first stream of the week. Wasn't able to stream yesterday, so let's jump into what we were doing last Tuesday. And it has to do with the UI here. I want to be able to get good screen space panels and good world space panels for the future debugging of creature logic or monster logic. So we have these world space panels that says when an action stops and starts. Unfortunately, I don't think we have it for the character, however, but we will add it soon. And then we have these screen space panels showing some information. So we left off with this weird thing, and I'm gonna take the blame for this one. I thought that screen to panel here. So we do world to screen point, and then we do screen to panel point. I thought this one would handle the inverse Y. It doesn't. So what we need to do first is this here. To make it appear a little bit more correct. So we take position SS and we do this, and that should fix that issue. And then I would probably want the panel to be centered around the mouse pointer as well. Or I mean, so right now we place the panel at the We take a world point, transform it to screen space, and at that screen space point, that's where we put the top left part of the panel. We probably want to offset it by panel width and panel height, so that the mouse pointer is in the center here. And then we can handle, so in this case we have a panel that goes outside of the screen. We probably want to fix that as well. But let's center it first. So background style left and top. I wonder if current information on enabled. So when we do this, do we continue here instantly, or do we actually do this one? I would guess this first. So we probably want to offset it here, but let's do... It would be nice if we could do it here, but unfortunately I'm not sure. Do we have position in its parent container? Rouge C# would be a nice appendum to that one. Okay, so we only have the style, position, dot. Okay, not position. Yeah, we take the length. Length. Oh, and then we translate it. I'm just a little bit... But why do we do this then? Yo, what's up, geek? No, it's more like a rectangle. It's... Most of the time it's gonna be... The height is gonna be bigger than the width. I wonder if this is enough, honestly. And this. Let's do center panel. Yeah, let's do this. Box. Yo, what's up, KoraSK? Hope you had a nice weekend, man. Box. Honestly, these two lines doesn't make much sense to me, if I'm gonna be honest. But I'm probably gonna beat that up, but let's see. So basically we say to the panel, translate minus 50% to the left, or yeah, 50% to the left and 50% down. Easy peasy. Yeah, looks about right. Okay, nice. I wonder if I'm ready to include or introduce scrolling to this panel. I don't know. Okay, it's only placeholder, it will work for now, it will show what I wanted to show. We have one problem though. I would like this one to update. So we have energy 98, but it doesn't update until we do this again. 95, 92. I want it to update in real time, which means that we're gonna have to add some, either we push the information every frame, which might be the best option. What do you have? Inspect, action, inspect. Process. It's actually the playable action inspect. This damn wrapper class we're gonna get rid of eventually. Show inspect interface. Update inspect interface. Want to do the yes. Yo, what's up, Skafer? Yeah, I think we're gonna do playable action. How's the proc gen going? Okay, for any progress? Playable action handler. So we could do it here. Or I guess in process. Here. But then we have the playable action wrapper that needs to be notified. Which a better option here would probably be general information bubble. I'm wondering if today is the day when we're finally gonna improve this one. Playable actions, that is. You know what? We're just gonna do it like this time around. Okay, we can't solve it with the coroutine here, because these are not mono behavior. That sounds nice, Skafer. That sounds nice. I guess we could solve it with a listener here. Playable action, inspect, show interface. What I hate here is in action handler we have update active actions, so every frame we go through all the active actions and update them if needed. So the inspect does actually update every frame, but we don't currently tell whatever is listening here. We don't have any quick way of doing it. Okay, I think the easiest way we can do this right now is if we check general information bubble. We have current information as a string here. We don't use, yeah, we only use this one for here now. So general information bubble, what we could do is display string information. Instead, we do action inspect point get inspect string point position. I think we're going to do it like this. Target inspectable. Information provide us. System collections. Are you serious? What? Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm finding myself, it's like LLMs are improving rapidly, so they are getting more and more correct, and I'm noticing myself trusting it more and more and more. But like, you still have to try to be extremely critical of it, right? Because yeah, it's gonna be correct most of the time, but sometimes it's actually wrong. It's I'm not missing, or I'm collects. Okay, do we need generic here? Here we go. So let's see here on enable. Yeah, then we want to do. We're pretty much just moving this, I guess. Yeah, then we don't have inspect point, but information select get information. It's always right until it isn't. Hell yeah. Do we need this point here? Maybe we do. Information provider point. Get. Yes. And let's do it this. So if we do something like this, and then we have on enable here, then we have late update, but we probably want to have to do it like this. Center panel, private void, update panel. Oops. Yo, what's up, Yash? I'm good. How about you? How's the game dev going? Okay, let's try this. Inspect interface. Yeah, here I guess we just want to do .get information providers. Okay, that's good. We have a okay, so this one is null by default, so maybe new. Just get rid of that error. Okay, so that's the information panel. It now updates as we go. That's good. Now I want to figure out why we don't have I would like to get some action information about our character as well, so we can see the blob when it starts moving. We get a bubble that appears. I just want that for my character as well, and then maybe we can jump into trying to sort the bubbles and stuff like that. Like, my dream here is that I want my UI to be kind of dynamic, you know. I want my UI bubbles and stuff like that to acknowledge each other, you know. I never want two overlapping UI panels. I want them to like react and give each other space. And yeah, I know what we're working on now is just basically a development tool where we actually show logic that happens in the game world, but eventually the UI system is also going to use this stuff. So instead of a action debug message appearing in the world, it might be a I don't know, saturation warning or inventory panels or speech bubble, I don't know. But okay. So we know that move, or actually action, handler, spawn agent message. I'm pretty sure it's this one that does it. And currently, yeah, I'm good. Been a great week for us. We got from 70 wishlist to 1.5. God damn. Congratulations. Very nice. The summer, like, fuck, most of the Steam events you have, I don't know, what is it now, Bullet Hell Fest and so on, it seems to be very good events for game developers in general, but also specifically for indie devs, right? But congratulations, man. So what do we have? Agent, okay, that's not the one. Agent, notification pool. Okay, so it's agent instance. And we don't have an agent on our playable character currently. Let's see if we just pop one on there. Agent systems. On notification, entity start, should be able to. I remember us having one actually, but I wonder if it got removed. So eventually what I want is for my character to actually work exactly like a monster, but then we're just gonna add a playable component to it as well that gives input and outputs input, pretty much. Or not output inputs, but output results. But let's just add a agent instance and let's see what happens. Okay, now we have our energy going down. We have, if I start inspecting, yeah, so when we start focus, processing, finishing. Okay, beautiful. What I would like these panels to do is, so if we spawn one panel, 1 point, the older one should move upwards, basically. Fuck, I would like to have I'm starting to think that we might want to have these I don't know if I want to have them in world space. Maybe we could just put them like this. I guess we want to scale them though. But I'm not that fond of the rotation. Do we have an easy way of scaling these? Yes, I think so. We should have something similar to general information bubble, position, something similar to this, I guess. Box.style.scale. That's beautiful. So then we can define a minimum scale and a maximum scale, and then we just, and in world space, and then, yeah, I think we're gonna solve them by screen space. Appreciate it, Yash, but I'm aiming low. That way I can't get disappointed, you know, but I appreciate it. Okay, I want to test this agent notification bubble. Okay, I'm new to Unity UI, but let's just try and do this. User interface, agent notification bubble prefab. I wonder if we just want to do panel settings SS instead. Bubble is nice. Okay, let's just do this. Agent notification bubble, let's change it to screen space. And I want to double check what the transform values are here, because in like best case scenario we could just do this later on. So we add a box collider 2D and let them play, like add some simple physics logic basically with age. Oh, I think we can do this. Okay, this is probably what we're going to do today, but let's see. So we just changed them to screen space now, and agent notification bubble. Then we have transform forward here. Is that the only? We do this, display, start coroutine. Here we change position. I wonder if we probably don't want to change position. We do it like this. Skipper, have you seen Steam removed popular upcoming tab on the main page but added personal release calendar instead? Oh, I saw they reworked the Steam store page. But I did not see. I'm just gonna check on my phone. I wonder what's the choice for doing that. I wonder if they had problems with bots when it came to the popular upcoming tab. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna jump to general information bubble update panel. We have display here. Yeah, we can rely on late update here, I think. Agent notification. Do we have, yeah, current notification. Okay, let's just move it to late update then, I guess. Background, okay. So basically what I want to do, let's skip the coroutine. Current notification, position. Yeah, but the way we're gonna do it is... we're not gonna do it like this. We're gonna do it like this, basically. We don't care about this anymore. Okay, let's see. We get the background. We do content, and then we set the string. We don't set the string here. And we center the panel here. We're actually going to use the main camera soon. But let's see here. Content label, we don't need that one. Position absolute, translate. But then I also want to do... get render bounds. Okay, let's calculate it like we did here. Bounds. Position BS. BS. Okay, so we get the background, then we get the render bounds. We offset it up a little bit, then world to screen pause, we do this. And then we calculate the panel position, we set it, and then we translate it to center it as well. I want to see how this looks. And then we can also scale it eventually. So when we run further away from these, I want to scale the message down. So it's basically like we're faking it being a world space UI, and I'm doing that because I really want to rely on like 2D physics eventually. About the Steam's popular upcoming tab, people say that it was an opportunity for indies to show up on the main page for some time, but now there are going to be only AAA games because the only tab left is popular new, whatever it's called in English. Personally, I'm still not into all of that Steam marketing stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, same here. I'm not that into it yet. Like, I'm watching it in my peripherals. And like trying to slowly learn, but like I'm not 100% focusing on it, if you know what I mean. So it's nice getting like these messages, like you telling me about they removing popular upcoming tab and so on. I like getting this information. Yo, what's up, Jax? It's AI, but it's pretty damn nice, honestly. It got some quirks and it's temporary, but this is pretty much what I would want my dynamic shader based skybox to look eventually on a nice cloudy day, you know. Okay, do we change the position of them? Okay, it sorta works, but not exactly. And I know why. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. This our agent notification bubble. Probably. Yeah, if we don't have one, we want to return. If current. But shouldn't this one be disabled? I guess we can do if. Yeah, return. Let's try this one. So the problem is that we update position world space. When we call display here, I want coroutine. I want current notification private vector 3 play position vs. So we just calculate this one once. So I guess we take it here. Current notification. Do it like this. Display position vs. Jax, I used a another. So the first thing I did, because I wanted a placeholder skybox, right, to have in my game, just so to up the visuals, get myself some pep, you know. So I started searching internet for nice skyboxes that other people had done and put up for free, and I found a few. They didn't really fit my style, but I found one on one of these sites that did. Turns out that one is also AI generated. So when I started generating this one, the basis for it is another AI generated skybox. Yeah, it's a mess out there. But I mean, after a few iterations, corrections, and some manual polish, it works pretty good. I can send you the... let's see here. Let's just see if I can find it real quick. Like most of these online free skybox sites right now are unfortunately also AI generated. I noticed. I think I used this one as my starting point. Let's see here if I can post it. It's very nice though. Mad respect. Okay, let's see. But I mean, textures and skyboxes, like where I really want to utilize AI is like skyboxes and textures. That's pretty nice, but most of all, I want an AI that can do a nice rig and weight painting and remeshing. What is it called? Like when you take a high poly mesh, a sculpt, and then reduce the vertices. I think AI could shine there. Yo, what's up, PG King? Hope you had a wonderful weekend and appreciate the lurk. Okay, let's double check this before we test it. So when we display this one, we take the notification, we calculate a nice display position in world space. Then we set active, which will eventually call on enable, where we set the text. And then we always do late update. So if we have a main camera and we are active, then we get the background, calculate the position in screen space, do this, very important. And then we set the panel position, and then we take it absolute and we translate it. We translate it because like we're gonna move around, so the world position will never change, but the screen position will. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. So now I would like to scale them as well. So this is pretty much exactly how we had it previously, but we now do the screen space conversion ourselves. Okay, we have some late updates here, but that's okay. So now I wonder, let's pause here for 1 second and check. Where do we have agent notification pool? Yeah, the only problem is we can't see them here now, but that's okay. We don't actually change the position here. Okay, UI document. Or we could do it as a world space panel in 2D. That's also a little bit weird. I wonder, how would that look? I would like it to be world space. but let me explain what I want to achieve. Maybe it will make more sense to me then as well. I wonder if we're gonna have to work in world space, but not world space, but camera space. Because basically what I want is, okay, we have one notification. Can I draw this? We have one notification popping up like this. But then we have another one. So currently we have the old one, and then the new one pops up here, maybe. What I would like is, if we could rely on 2D physics for this, it would be the best, because I don't want to implement physics stuff again. But like, I want some like 2D spring system here, because these two notifications are now in direct competition with each other over the space they want to display in. This one is older, so it's gonna have to move for the newer one. So like, I would like physics to handle recalculation of position like this. So both of them want to be at this center, but they are like pushing each other in opposite directions. So you have this dynamic spring-based physics UI, basically. And that's what I want for my inventory later on as well. Which, I mean, if we were working in a plane, it would be easy. So when we spawn one of these, we add an anchor point. And then we add a spring, 2D spring to these, with this one as anchor point. When we spawn a new one, it has the same, or maybe just close by, but it can have the same anchor point and spring. We should definitely be able to figure this one out using physics, but then we're gonna have to, the problem is gonna be to define the space they will be working in. Let's see here. Main camera dot world 2 viewport point. This is beautiful. So we're gonna need to have working world space. Let's try it first. Okay, let's do this. And this. And then we do this. Okay, it's paused. Why are we still... Okay. Let's see, focus. Okay, let's do this then. Agent pool. Oh, no. Display coroutine. Yeah. So these have box colliders. If we do rigid body 2D, okay. Oh yeah, we're still have this energy shit going down, but that's okay. Let's remove. I just want to be able to work with them a little, so let's disable the pool. Because I guess... Oh, is it because... We don't have any new messages spawning now, do we? No, we do. Okay, so let's take this one. Remove. Where are we getting the box collider from? Is it UI document? Huh. Agent notification bubble. We don't have anything with box collider here, do we? No, we don't. Agent notification pool. is trigger? Oh, so this is how they solve the ray casting then. Yeah. So if we want to be able... Okay, I get it. No? So what adds it then? Collider update mode. Match 2. Oh, beautiful. Let's try this then. Match 2D document rect. Still have a box collider. Let's do it like this then. Word space. Keep existing colliders, if any. Okay, there we go. So it does add it depending on panel settings. But okay. And then I wonder, Rigibody 2D without gravity, please. Gravity scale 0. Do we have kinematic? Kinematic. Okay, let's pause then, and then we take both of these. Rigibody 2D, gravity scale 1. Oh, no. 0. Zero. Okay. And then we do Box Collider 2D. So what? Global. Okay. So box we have set as the depth. And that's what we always gonna have to work with, because if we have panels that are rotated like this, yeah, that's gonna screw us. Let's see if we have some. Okay. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful-ish. Oh my God. Okay, this way we can make them appear over and under each other as well, but let's see here, what do we have? Simulated, gravity scale, sleepy mode. Yeah, the problem we're gonna have to work with here is that if we want 2D to work, it's always gonna happen on the Z axis. Global Z axis, that is. I mean, camera space would probably be the easiest for us. Or I wonder... Yeah, I think so. So we always put our panels... We put our panels in the world space where they are located initially. Then we transform that position, or we transform that to camera space, and we just set the panel forward to be the inverse of the camera forward, or maybe just the camera forward. And then if we could make physics work in that space, that would be beautiful. No, okay. Always world space. Can we get around it? No. Physics still runs in world coordinates, yeah. I mean, we could always work with 3D physics and just make the boxes extremely big in the camera forward direction, pretty much. But I mean, adding another dimension for UI calculations is costly, too costly. And the problem is that Physics 2D works in world space coordinates, so we can't handle it with like a parent node. We can't do it with a parent node. Yo, what's up, Dozy? Yeah, we did use TMP Pro Is TM Pro still better in performance compared to UI Toolkit? That would be pretty bad, I would say, if that's the case. That would be a little bit of an oversight, introducing a whole new UI system just for it to be outperformed by the old still, or TM Pro. Performance-wise. Yeah, we've had it working with TM Pro for a while. For world space, UI text, more performant than, what is it called? UI documents. So what we're working on now is that we don't simply want, and you're not intruding, not at all. We don't simply want text to appear in world space. We also want text to like collide with each other in world space pretty much. But we want to do it in 2D instead of 3D, because why add an extra dimension? Complex interactive UI with rich styling and fewer instances. Okay. That's very good to know. That's very good to know. How can we sheet this one? Okay, one way to do this would be to have, nah, I don't even, like, we could have a different 2D panel somewhere where they can do their physics calculations, stuff like that, and then we just transform that to screen space. Yeah, currently this UI is just used for in-game debugging pretty much. So getting information on object, spawning information bubbles when attributes change and stuff like that. So with this use case, TM Pro all the way, right? But eventually we are gonna utilize this, what we're implementing now, for the in-game UI as well. And although it will be simple in visuals, it will be quite... I'm guessing we will rely a lot on panels and CSS. But I also want to rely on 2D physics. Unfortunately. Rotation. I mean, I wonder... we could make this work, it would be amazing. Just don't know how though. Physics 2D, what do we have? You know what? Mm-mm-mm. Makes me wonder if match 2D rect. Because I want Dozy Burrito, yeah, that's what we're initially gonna do. So, but later on we're gonna add some springs to them as well. So I want them like to physically fight over screen space, so we get this nice flowy feel on the UI. But before we do that, we need to like we need to define the space they are going to do these physics fight in. And like best case scenario would definitely be 2D. Very cheap. But the way physics 2D is in Unity is, it's pretty much tied to the Z axis. Which I guess is smart, but in this particular instance it sucks for me. So I mean, we could do we could simulate this stuff ourselves, I think, but that's quite an ugly solution, I think. So we have the objects in world space, and then we project them on a plane on our sort of camera plane, I guess. The problem is that the camera plane changes every frame, the angle and stuff like that, but if we can map it to a so that would pretty much be this. So somewhere we have a panel located with the it's located in global space, world space, and it has the coordinate system in such a way that physics 2D works. It should be located somewhere in our world, I guess. Then we have an event, so we have a bubble appear in the world. So what we need to do then is that we calculate the... So this one has a world position. We calculate the camera position of this one. The problem is that we're gonna have to do it in late update, because that's after the camera have moved. I don't care if it's a little bit delay or whatever. So I guess we can do it in update or when we enable it. So it has a world space that doesn't change. But then we calculate the camera space, and then we map camera space to this one pretty much. It means that it can appear here, but it can also be here. And that's going to be the world space. But then these are going to fight. The position of these are going to change, and we're going to have to map it back. It's just such a mess. We could also do... we could rely on 3D physics, but limiting it so we don't do... that's also weird. But freezing it is also on world position, I think. That won't work. Then we had... Are we gonna have to run with a custom physics solution here? I don't wanna. Or a 3D physics with extremely big depth on the colliders, but no. maybe it wouldn't be too bad if let's see here. Maybe. I wonder how that would look. But the problem is that we don't want them to fight on the depth. So if we have it like this, we're probably gonna get objects that start fighting and going behind. Yeah, so 2D is a must. A must have. And I also want to rely on eventually. We're gonna have a very spherical UI eventually, so definitely want to rely a lot on these colliders. So I wonder if we can experiment a bit. So best case scenario would probably be to have the UI somewhere in world space, but it's tied to a 2D plane. And then we transform back and forth all the time. So we have some plane in front of the camera that is always that follows the camera. And then we have this plane somewhere that is a representation of this one, but this one is actually located in world space. So if we have something pop up, we transform it into here, and then when we calculate screen space, we sorta fake this one being this one, and this is where all the physics calculations are done. It feels stupid, and yeah, I never want the player character to fall through the ground, but if he or she is, then they will probably see this one wherever it is. But it's only... yeah, I don't think they ever... okay. But then we probably... probably want these to be screen space. So if we're gonna test this, let's just spawn 2 boxes. With yeah, let's try it. So let's do like this. And then we do yes, and then we do private update. I think we want to do it in update, but our camera is gonna be... fuck, we're always gonna get a little bit of a camera delay unless we do it in late update, but nah, that's okay. So this is where we change world space. Yes, and okay, as we do let's put it position world space, and we're gonna set this one here, transform position, and then in update we do position camera space, main camera, no, world to viewport point, position VS. We're gonna have to change this one. Let's do it like this then. Serialize field, position world space, and what do we have? we're gonna do it like this: view space. I think it's negative Z. But I want to make sure. Okay. Okay. So it's forward. Okay. That's good. So we do position view space like this, and then we do position ES. I don't, yeah, like this. No. So then we have them on the plane, and then we can hopefully do physics calculations there. And then later on, we do transform dot position is equal to but this is basically where we want to have the panel. Will it work? I'm gonna do it like this. Transform forward. And camera world to screen pass transform dot position. Something like this. And then we want let's take this one, but we change it to SS. We put it here. And I would definitely like it to have some text as well. Okay, so what I hope is happening here is that we take these two boxes, we're gonna assign them an agent notification bubble. So in update, we just take their position in world space. We can change it here. I think I want to do this as well. Transform it to view space, remove the Z, and we set that to be their position. Hopefully they can fight with the 2D physics then. Later on, we get this one basically, and we use whatever the result of the fighting here is. But yeah, when we do this, this is where it fails, I think. Because I guess we transform them outside of the... Or do we? Maybe not. I guess we can try it. These are actually going to be flicking. Nah, maybe not. Where do we have them? Okay, right in front of the character, I thought. I wonder. We have this problem we need to take care of as well. Not entirely sure what we get here. But I think we can work with it. The only problem I see is... Okay, X, Z. We never changed this one, right? So I was hoping that if we transform this box to here, it would stay here eventually. But it doesn't because I do... Let's see here, update. Yeah, why not? Hmm. Vision. That's one fix we need to do. So it's always looking. But I'm wondering why. So by changing this one, we later on set this one, but
Yes.
yep. Yeah, we don't want to do this. We want to do, or I guess we do.
Like that.
This should be depth from, or distance from camera. Yeah, I'm wondering about world to screen point here. normalized. That probably explains it. Yes, bottom left of the camera is 0, 0. Top right is 1, 1. Set position is in worlds. Okay, I get it. So, hell yeah, man. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. The last thing I would like to do is late update. Game object, transform position, position world space. And then we want to see if we can get the collision to work. So now we have our cubes here. Okay, maybe we don't need to rotate them. Wonder why they are. Okay, yeah. And then we take one of them and move it. Oh, we move it by this one, yeah. Beautiful. That is beautiful. And of course I want to avoid this stuff, but we can just check if it's negative set or positive set, I guess. Okay, let's see if we can get some collision working with them. Agent notification bubble prefab. Let's do rigid body first. 2D. Gravity scale 0. We have it on both. Yes. And then we add box collider 2D. And yeah, box collider 2D. No, fuck. Yeah, on these. Or actually, not on these. On these. Let's see. Later on, when we implement this with UI document, it's going to be on the UI document, but box collider 2D, rigid body 2D. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to do some, we're gonna move some stuff to late update, because now we're just overriding whatever the physics do, I think. So when we're talking about this, this should be in fixed update, I think. Unity order of execution. Physics runs a little bit on the side, doesn't it? But I want to know. Fixed update may happen less than once per frame. Yeah. Internal physics update happens after. That sucks. Internal on trigger on collision. Yield wait for fixed update. We could do wait for fixed update. I enumerate, right? Or is it I... I'll return null. What the fuck am I playable? Yeah, and then let's do while true yield return you wait for fixed update. When we have done the fixed update, yoink. And then we there we go. Let's see if this works. So we transform them to view space, then we let physics 2D do its stuff, and then we convert it to something usable for us. I hope. And we get a little bit of... Oh! I have no fucking idea what happens here. Let's keep that in. So we can see where the boxes actually are. But you know what? I'm thinking... Okay, that fucked it up. Why though? So, in a perfect frame, we awake, set position VS here, I don't even know, yeah. We get these components, then we start test coroutine. This one yields instantly. We then update. So we take the position, we set the position to this position, and the rotation according to the main camera. Then we calculate position VS. But let's do it like this then. We do it like this, and we do it like this. And that this shouldn't matter. Because we want the collisions to happen according to these. Unfortunately, I think we're screwing it up by doing world to viewport. Viewport has X and Y goes from 0 and 1. That's a little bit, that's bad for our use case, I think. Yep. Wondering why we don't, because what I think happens, let's see here, agent. Yeah, these are always gonna collide. Aren't they? Do we get any collision whatsoever? No. I have no idea where these are currently. Oh, it's the camera. This definitely screws with our colliders, that's for sure. So maybe we should rely on let's do this instead. Let's transform point, position from local space. Okay, transform, inverse transform point from world space to local space. But then we don't want to do, we want to do local position here, don't we? Does this make sense? So we get position world space in the camera space. Remove said, and that's our local position. They don't have any parents, so that's their actual world position. Which screws it up later on. So then I'm wondering if yeah, we keep it like this, let them fight. Here we change back to position VS. But how will this work? Here we're gonna have to do... What I hope here is that we... Now we're gonna get some offset here. That's what sucks, which we need to take into account. But maybe... transform... Yo, what's up, GDs? Maybe we just want to... put it back here, actually. This might be... extremely weird. And then we do world screen point. Yeah. But fuck, I thought like UI toolkit would be the shit to work with. Okay, no collision, however. Did I? Yes. And we don't have any collision still. Oh, yeah. Here we have collision. Yes, okay. I get it. I think. This screws with it. Because here we move away from the Z again. Ah, fuck me. Transform position. Yeah, I guess we want to do this. Like this. UI toolkit can also be a pain in the ass, but at least you can create decent layouts with relative ease. Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw the inclusion of CSS. Oh yeah, and then we disabled collision. That's not good. But the problem we have here is, yeah, we just transform it back to their original position. Yeah, we transform it back. Why don't they collide here? Yeah, because this. Transform them to view space, like view space as I know it. Remove the Z, because that's where we are gonna do the 2D collision and physics calculations. Set that to their global position, so they should have a similar Z. Late update happens after fixed update, but that's just so it's visible to us. But this one, world to screen point, transform position. Yeah. I wanna do private rigid body 2D. Maybe. The problem also is I think I would like a position to stay, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we only have... Okay, set doesn't change anything. Okay, this is good. Eventually I want it to only be... Okay, I like this. My next question is, why do we have them here? Yes, we have them here because we need to do... We need to do some transform before this, I reckon. Oh yeah, this one is only in 2D. I wonder if we can do... Position BS is equal to 3 rigid body 2D position X, Y, Z. Then we do main camera transform point. And then we do position world space. If we successfully do this transformation back and forth, that means that we can rely on 2D physics for our UI. And that's all I ever wanted. But this is definitely the wrong way to go about it, it seems. I guess we have them down here fighting for some reason. So, yeah, yes. I wonder if we can do position bs.z. Yeah. Yeah. We could do a bounce check, but that won't. The further stuff I want to implement won't work with. Like, I want to have. Let's see if I can try and explain my vision of the UI eventually. So my vision of the UI is, so if you open up your your inventory, you're gonna have all of these little spheres displayed as the inventory. So you have So basically the inventory will look like this. We're gonna scale the spheres depending on weight and stuff like that eventually, but maybe you open it up and it looks like this. And I want to be able to like select this one and drag it down here maybe. And while doing that, I want all of these spheres to move by physics, you know, make way for it basically. Because all of these spheres are gonna have a anchor point right in the middle. So if we also take this one and drag it here and let go of it, it's gonna spring back to its position. So it's gonna be a lot of physics juice in this UI, and that's why I really hope that I can like implement this little transformation back and forth so that the UI can work. So it's basically a 2D UI, but it appears in the world, because I really don't want to implement spring physics myself, you know, like a ball pit, but with gravitational pull, I guess one could say. I just want to see what happens if we send this one in here. Yeah, that's not the way. So let's try and analyze this. What problem do we have? We do physics calculations in camera space on the Z axis. So why doesn't this work? Yeah, I want to transform. Okay. So in Rigid Body 3D you have... Don't you have set position? Move position. Move the kinematic towards... I'm wondering why they end up here. Isn't that weird? Take position in world space, put it in camera, space, remove said. This is just a distance from camera. This one we don't really get one. Maybe. So the scale, yeah, I get it. Maybe. Okay, now we don't have them down in the corner at least. Yo, what's up, Antonino? It makes sense to have this one as one. This is definitely in camera local space. World space. World to screen point. Why? But this makes sense, doesn't it? Just want to see what happens if we do. Maybe we want to set the transform as well. You know what? Didn't we have a pretty good result when we did? With the only problem being okay, no collision. This is the best one yet, I think, because here we get, or so I thought. Didn't we have collision? Yeah, if we did this. Hmm. World to screen point. Yeah, we get them where they are because our world is actually in camera space, and that's why I thought this would be the way to go before. Just add one here. Antonino, is the stream still up? I think it's fake copyright strikes going out on YouTube. It sucks. Yeah, it's this one that worries me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a false copyright strike. And then Unity temporarily takes the stream down, checks it, auto checks it, and see that it's false, and puts the stream back up. It sucks. Could it be... Now we do main camera transform, inverse transform point. And that's the local space we're working with. Oh, could it be? I wonder if, like, YouTube probably is trying to do their best, but like, it's hard to work with, you know? It should be visible. 10 is probably too much. So we rebuild the position, hopefully in camera space, and then we transform it to world space. And then we do world to screen point. Whoa, yeah, we want to do this. But I'm probably missing something. And I wonder what? If we have 0 here, we do get them to show, but they are down in the left corner, I think. Here. But that makes sense. Let's double check that, by the way. So we have them down here in this case. Nah, we do it the correct way here. Ah, fuck. I thought... Ooh. And let's do it 0 first. It only hides inherited member, it should be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on this. I think we're on the right track. Hopefully we can finish it off on Monday, because I need to run now. But yeah, I guess it feels great in some ways to have started on some of the visual functioning, or the UI functioning. But I really hoped I would have closed this off, or completed this one. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and have a great rest of the week. Peace.